Good morning, St. Francis. Good morning, people of God. It is Wednesday, the 20th day of November, 2024. Wednesday of the 33rd week of the year, 33rd week in ordinary time, and it is raining. And I'm out here in the rain because I had to do mass. I got to do mass with the school today, our community mass on Wednesdays, and now I've got to go places. And so wanted to get in the reflection today before it was too late. Anyway, so on this Wednesday, the 33rd week of the year, in the midst of all this rain, we continue again with the book of Revelation, as we will the next couple of days. No more cities are mentioned, letters to the cities and things like that, but now we have the great revelation of the throne of God, which is fantastic beyond all imagining, of these creatures with eyes all over them, elders and spirits bowing down before God on a throne, the mighty one on the throne. John does not, out of respect, again, very Jewish in his mindset, does not name God as God, just talks about it being the almighty one, the all-powerful one, the one who sits on the throne, etc., etc. And this great display of God's power, of God's glory, of God's wonder, and the fact that day and night, again, these creatures that surround, these fantastic creatures that surround the throne, basically say, holy, 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 Lord God of hosts, and et cetera, again, which is where, again, we get the holy, holy from that we do at Mass. So it's this great vision, again, of this God, again, who in the midst of the turmoils or tribulations or whatever it is that the community that John is writing to or writing about are experiencing, God is the one who has power. God is the one who has might. God is the one who's going to take care of things, and this manifestation of God's glory is going to let that happen. And so again, these creatures cry. It's like, blessed, again, not blessed are you, but all glory is yours, forever and ever. All glory belongs to you. Again, God getting this great, this great ego boost, it seems, in heaven, day and night and day, however they're measured in heaven. But it is, again, to give courage, to those who were suffering in the time of John. Again, that God knows what God is doing, and that God will take care of things, and there is nothing to fear because of that. In Luke's gospel today, it's a bit bizarre, because all of a sudden he gives this story, and maybe, again, it's the Pharisees just, bringing him to his last nerve, and how to deal with their obstinacy and their disbelief and everything else that he says that he is, and then not basically receiving this message with open arms. And so the parable of this king, who nobody wants to be king. So, again, if the image of God that Jesus is giving to the Pharisees and the scribes is not something they want, but a king who goes away and gives his servants, three of his servants, financial affairs to take care of, and money to invest and things like that. And again, two of them do, one does not. And again, that one basically doesn't squander the money, but just puts it in a bank for safekeeping. But that's not enough. This king wants money, wants a return, and when it doesn't happen, basically the money that this servant had is taken from the servant and given to one who has even more. And then the servant is just thrown out. Then the last line of the reading today: now for those who don't want me at their king, bring them before me and slay them in my sight. Not good. Not how. But what is going on? Why is this reading here, or this passage, this part of this gospel? Why is it remembered in this way? Well, it's remembered in one way, to become anti-Pharisaical, to get at the Pharisees. Look what's going to happen to you. But the other thing, if you look at it in a more metaphorical way, which is the only way that really you can look at it, because Jesus is not about making sure that we got money. It is about, what is it that we have? Again, the money is made because these servants knew how to invest it, and they knew what to do with it, and they knew how to make more money with it. And because they used their gifts well, better things happened. The one who decided not to use his gift or her gift well, is the one basically who loses out. That's, something important for us to consider. Again, as we move towards the end of our church year, what has God revealed to us of our giftedness? What has God revealed to us of those special skills or talents that need to be put to use, not just for ourselves or cannot be kept under a bushel or kept hidden, but how is it that what we understand and how we live and what we can think about in our creativity and our imagination, how can that be put to use for the betterment of others, for the glory of others, and thereby for the glory of God? Because again, the human person fully alive is God's glory, no more, no less. And it's only when understanding our talents and being able to put them to use that glory can come to light, and that glory can be shared among all of us. Our mission is to help not only our gifts and our talents flourish, but also the gifts and talents of everyone around us. The more that we do that, the more that we give and receive through our gifts and talents, again, the more God's reign is made manifest in our midst. A blessed day, St. Francis and people of God. May the Lord give you his peace. Stay out of the rain.